guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We got the Florida bugs chirping. I got the beautiful forest scenery behind us because guess what? We have one heck of an off-roader here. This is it. This is a 2023 volcanic red. That's what they call this color, and it fits it to a T. This is a volcanic red GMC Canyon AT4X. But before we get into this steroid-induced off-roader, let's talk about what's going on here. GMC, they're going through their lineup. They've done some amazing things with the Sierra, with the Yukon, and now finally, after all these years, the Canyon is getting the love and the attention that it deserves. Now, of course, we already brought you the bad boy from the bow tie, the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2, but now it is the AT4X's turn to shine here on the streets and the off-road area of where I live in Florida. Now, what's fascinating is that, of course, this mid-sized truck segment seems to be set ablaze, and somebody poured a bunch of gasoline on that fire. We have a redesigned Tacoma coming out. Finally got rid of the drum brakes on the Tacoma, the rear drum brakes. We got that redesigned Colorado. Of course, a couple years ago, they redesigned the Frontier, and then we do still have that El Camino of a truck, that Honda Pilot CR-V with a bed, the Honda Ridgeline, and the Jeep Gladiator. But what I want to find out is if you're looking for the baddest off-roader and you're looking for a mid-sized truck, is this worth the price, and is it better than the Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro that's going to be coming for 2024 model year? Let's go ahead, let's dive into this volcanic red AT4X and find out. Right off the bat, I really believe that for me, GMC has nailed the styling on the mid-size truck, especially this massive off-roader. You'll notice that split lighting design that they have, full LED daytime running lamps, turn signals, and as we drop down, you do have your projector beam LED headlight. Love the way it's got the GMC badge in there, and also the way that they waterfall the turn signal and the daytime running lamp into that lower housing. Now, what you're gonna find is that this truck has a 3-inch lift over your standard Canyon, which is gonna give it over 10 inches of ground clearance. It could go through over 3 feet of water, but that's just the half of it. As we drop down, love the way they carve that lower bumper area to give us a little bit more clearance. We come across the front grille, General Motors Truck Company. Love the way they do the badge, and the grille has a nice combination of flat black with this satin steel. Forward-facing camera, the one zonk though is I would like to see a washer on that forward-facing camera. And then working it all the way down, you are gonna get your LED fog lamps. Nice touch. Functionality in the center. And then the way that they shape this lower bumper area, you have an almost 36-degree approach angle. Out back, the departure angle is 25 degrees. Of course, you're gonna get your bright red tow hooks to pull those Tacomas out of the sand pits, out of the sand dunes and everything in between. And you are gonna get full skid plate protection from the front, protecting the oil pan, oil filter, all those inner bits, all the way out to the fuel tank as well. But definitely very aggressive. And then I'm gonna have Steven kind of zoom in and show you that AT4X badge. GM does some of the best badges in the industry. Now, as we rise up, you get a bold hood. Love the way they did this indentation in the center, and then you have a little bit of a waterfall effect on both sides to almost make it look like the hood has a bulge. And I think that's something that's very important to off-roaders, is they want that bulge because that shows the power. Now, as we come around the bend, what are we working? Wheel and tire setup. So you're gonna get these specific 17-inch wheels, V-spoke design all the way around, machined aluminum gloss black, 33-inch Goodyear Wrangler tires with that Durawall technology that's gonna protect the sidewall. And then, of course, they went ahead and beefed up the brakes, calipers, and rotors. And then Steven's gonna show off the suspension. You'll notice at the top there, the springs, the control arms. This has the Multimatic suspension that is the dual spool valve technology. So that's off-roading and Formula One technology that's been brought to your street truck. Love the way they shape the fender opening on the GMCs, and also the way that they did the fender. Now, as we rise up, you'll notice that great looking fender flare. They put the GMC name on our light up reflector, and then the bold style into that actual metal fender. Gloss black on the mirror caps. You do have 360-degree cameras. You could have up to 10 cameras on this vehicle. Really bold on that AT4X badge on the side there. And this comes with those frame sliders, also known as rock sliders, to protect the frame, the side frame of this vehicle as you're going up and over. The one zonk I have is, if you notice up top, they do have that weird RC controller antenna up there. I'm not digging that. I wish it was just a regular shark fin antenna. But the way that they did the body lines in the cab, and then coming into the bed of the truck, this body line actually goes inward and really gives it a nice flared fender look. Steven's gonna show you the jewelry. Look at this. This is like the earrings on your favorite person. That gold multimatic dual spool valve technology coming to the side. I wish they would have gave it some type of performance exhaust. You do have a single exhaust pipe slash cut. Would have been nice to see a dual exhaust setup with some type of exhaust finisher on it, and to give us a little bit more sound. Now, swinging around back, what do we got going on here? Great job done to the tailgate. You'll notice the lighting. There he is. There's that SOB. Thomas Edison is in there with that old-fashioned light bulb. At this price, and wait until you hear the price, it should have full LED lighting. But I love the way that they did the Canyon with the GMC badge and the AT4X looking sharp. Of course, as we drop down, you're gonna get full tow capability. They actually mounted the spare a little bit higher to give you better departure angle. And then rising back up, you have that nice soft release. What's great is you have 45 inches. 45 inches of what? 45 inches of storage space. So you have that under the bed tailgate area. And what you gotta do is you just gotta slide it over. That's 45 inches. Weatherproof. You could turn it into a cooler, put some drinks in there for when you're doing your off-roading. I'll close it back up. We got our full bed liner, manual sliding cab window. Let me know how you feel about that, if that should be a power sliding cab window. What I do like is you got plenty of tie-down locations, and we have a nice home power source there. So that's a nice touch. But why don't we go ahead? We talked about the exterior. Yeah. Let's go ahead, let's pop the hood and talk power of this Canyon AT4X. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have a prop rod. The reason why I zonk it is I don't like where they put it. This should be more over to the passenger side, so it'll give you better access to the engine underneath the hood. What do we have? We have a 2.7 liter turbocharged high output motor. Actually, all the Canyons come with this motor, standard, unlike the Colorado. 310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. Now remember, the new Tacoma TRD Pro coming out has a hybrid setup. This uses an 8-speed automatic transmission, of course 2-speed transfer case, locking rear diff. You got the whole 9 yards of all of the beefed up suspension components. 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. The truck weighs 5,250 pounds. The one challenge is with the off-road tires and the extra height, MPGs are gonna take a beating. 16 in the city, 16 on the highway for a combined 16 miles to the gallon. You can also tow up to 6,000 pounds with this vehicle. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire it up and see it move. All right, guys, we are inside this 2023 GMC Canyon AT4X. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, this is one bad mamma jamma. And you're right, it's been a hot minute since they've redesigned the Canyon, but I'm loving this one, especially the AT4X. Lay it on me, Joe. I'm sitting down. I buckled myself in so I won't fall out of my chair when I hear the price. How much is it? Very good job. buckling yourself in. MSRP for this one is right at $58,000. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. I personally love the two-tone. You got the black with the diagonal stitching, that contrast stitching, a little bit of faux carbon fiber, and then you got that bright white. Now I know that it's not going to age well, but it looks damn good. The problem is up top, that's hard plastic. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's hard plastic, and for $58,000, that to me is a zonk. Now the redeeming feature of the door panel is you do get the off-road Twinkie slot. You could put 3 off-road Twinkies. Off-road Twinkies, remember, are filled with hot fudge. And then you do have a large bottle opener there. Easily get, I would say, a nice large Sprite, a Mountain Dew, whatever you got bottle-wise, you can fit in there, no problem. Now going from the door panel to the dash, I love the use of the materials, the different colors, the red. This red almost looks like it's anodized. AT4X badge, some of that carbon fiber style, but hard plastic in a $58,000 truck. Slide on in. You'll notice we got at the Bose sound system, there's your Bose center speaker, so that's going to give us some clean tunes. And then you have that 11.3-inch infotainment system with all the goodies. And GM does a great job with their infotainment system. It's easy to go through the different cameras. This one does not have all 10, but you can get 10 cameras on this thing, which is awesome. You can see all the different ways that you could scroll through all that information. You have air down mode, which is a nice feature. And then, of course, it's easy to just find out what you want to do. You want to adjust the climate? Look at the graphics. Look at the colors. You do have a real volume knob. Let me throw it in reverse. Super clear resolution with the trajectory. That's amazing to me. And then getting back to home, it's easy peasy. You do have dual climate control with a little bit of that anodized red. Ventilated seats, 3 stages of heated seats, dual climate control. Love the white in here. Start stop button. And then as we work our way down, that's going to lock your rear diff. That's going to lock your front and rear diff. Automatic start stop. You can turn that off immediately. And then you have the other functions, your AC vents, USB-C, USB-A, and wireless charging with some camo. Just make sure that your phone doesn't have a camo case or you might not notice that it's still there. I like the soft material. Let me know how you feel about the white. Just clean it, guys. Clean it. That's all you got to do. This is going to control that 8-speed automatic transmission. My zonk is to go up and down the gears, there's a toggle switch on the side, and I think that's kind of stupid. I like having paddles on the wheel if you're going to have it. This isn't very smart. The red stitching, you got your mode selector switch, and you could go adjust your 4x4 very easily. I'm going to have Steven show that screen again because this is where the graphics are just phenomenal. Look at that, all the different modes, all the different graphics for you and your AT4X. I can't wait to go off-road. We're going to be doing it, so hold on. As we slide on back, you got your 2 cup holders with some camo in them. There's our GMC key fob. Whoops, it's upside down. It's not CMG, it's GMC. Spin it around. You got auto start stop. Nice key fob. Semi-soft with the red stitching. Open this bad boy. You get a nice little cup container here for polishing your stones. So once you collect your stones, then you can put them in your stone polisher and you can sell them at the flea market. I know you just expanded your booth because you've been getting awesome sales. You can put those stones that you find when you're off-roading. And then you got enough room in there, I would say, for 5 Beanie Babies, even with the rock cup holder. And you have a 12-volt in there, which is nice. Close it up. Seats. Love the two-tone red stitching. Love the bit of red on here. You do have power electric assist for the passenger and for the driver. And you do have a standard size sunroof. So that's a nice touch. But why don't you get over here to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this AT4X. All right, guys, business time. Behind the wheel, you do have 2 memory seat settings, and you do get the AT4X all-weather protection floor mats. That's worth an extra 5 horsepower. There's your seat controls. Lower lumbar is really nice. I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm telling you, they really did a good job opening up the space in here. Steering wheel is another phenomenal thing that GMC did. Love the red stitching, the GMC badge with that signature grille shape, and then you'll notice flat black on all the buttons. It is a heated steering wheel, but it is a manual tilting telescoping steering wheel. And then you'll notice the 11.3-inch digital gauge cluster. Here's my favorite. You could go through a cornucopia of different readouts, including having your maps there. Look at this for your off-road. It continues. or you could just have a nice calm background if you're a little overwhelmed. I'm gonna keep it on. I really like, I think this one, I'm torn between this one and this one. We're gonna go off-roading, so I'm gonna leave it on that. Plus you have a ginormous head-up display. So they got you covered technology-wise, finally, in this AT4X. But let's get in the back seat and see if your passengers are gonna be happy that you went Colorado over Tacoma. All right, guys, back seat time. Now, they were able to carve a little bit more space out of the back seat of the Canyon. One of the zonks is that when you're getting in and out, there's no grab handle. And with this being 3 inches higher than a standard Canyon, I would like to have a grab handle on both sides. Backs of the seats, you do have the leather. You do have large pockets here. I guess what you could do is put a couple hooks. So what you do is you grab your hook and then hook it onto the headrest and then pull yourself in, since you don't have grab handles. You got a little command center, cup holders, which is nice. You got a place to put a pack of candy cigarettes, 2 little AC vents, but that's better than none. USB-C, USB-A, and a home power source. It looks like they wanted to give us heated seats, but then they changed their mind last minute. So I am gonna zonk that, especially at $58,000. But the way that they design the seats are comfy. You feel like you're sitting in it, not on it. And I actually think the back seat is a little bit more comfortable than the front seat, if you could believe that. They carved out the headliner nice. Pull that down, soft on the center armrest, 2 cup holders, and they did the same great design on the seating as they did up front. And then here's your manual sliding rear window. That's the proof. I just opened it. I could put my hand through it. Why don't we go ahead? Let's see if the proof is in the eating of the pudding. What are we gonna do? We're not gonna eat pudding, even though I really want to. We're gonna go off-road in this Canyon AT4X. All right, guys, we are here at the Rady's Rides off-road course. This is gonna give us just some light sampling of the capabilities of this truck. Obviously, we have the notorious sugar sand that Florida is just known for, but then we also have some other things that we're gonna do with this truck. With it being a mid-sized truck, the good news is you could really navigate some tight spaces, which is wonderful. But what I wanna do is, of course, we gotta go on throttle. And if you look in front of us, we got the sugar sand. So if you're ready, I'm ready. On throttle, here we go. I have it in off-road mode. Yeah, look at this. It really makes light work of this terrain, putting it into off-road mode. The other great news with it being an AT4X is we have Baja Mode as well, which is another great mode to use out here. I have it in 4 high and I have the rear diff locked. But here's where threading the needle is so easy with this truck, because of it being mid-size rather than full-size. And as you can see, that multi-matic suspension, that dual valve technology, it does a great job of not transferring all of the vibration into the cab of the truck. But here we go. Woo! This is what it's all about, baby. Sugar sand. Pour some sugar on me, just like Def Leppard said. Really just great to be able to put the vehicle wherever you want, and you know that you're good because we have those 33-inch off-road tires. Coming back here, you can see where it's a little tighter, but I feel comfy as can be. Yahoo! Ride 'em, cowboy. Get ready, you ready? Whoa, 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 yeah. Like I said, you could go through some crazy water with this thing because of the extra height that we have. And that's what makes it so freaking phenomenal. What's great is, as well as having all the camera angles and being able to just, like I said, get through the thickest. And after we have some heavy rain here, this is where the truck is able to get through all of that craziness, and you just keep going. You just keep going. Over 3 feet of water, no problem. And like I said, it's very balanced. I think that's the other key, that with the multi-matic suspension, it really balances the whole chassis and makes it just so fun to drive, and it inspires confidence. That's the thing is the confidence that it inspires here. Look at this, there we go. It's just a lot of fun. You know, people say, oh, why do we have to have all these crazy things on trucks? And it's like, well, if you've never been off-roading, it's like you wouldn't get it. And I'm telling you, the more that I off-road, the more that I enjoy it, even doing it on simple things like this. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, especially when you have something very capable. That's the thing with this truck, is that it's very, very capable. And the fact that you could thread a needle with this thing is unbelievable. Look at this. Da, 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 da. Woo! Nice. Back into the sand pit. I love this sand pit here. Look at this thing. Woo! Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Little bit of dirt, little bit of mud, little bit of love. Little off-road love, they call it. But as you can see, I'm not like going crazy on the steering wheel. It's not like a scary white knuckling experience. And that's what I love about this truck, because it is just so usable. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put it into Baja mode. And that's the nice thing with this truck, is that, and we're gonna put it in neutral because we're gonna go 4 low. And now we're gonna go Baja mode. So we're gonna turn that wheel from terrain into Baja, shuts the traction control off, shuts everything off, so that you have that ability to do what you need to do. On throttle, here we go, Baja mode, look at this. Yeah. Swinging out the back. I tell you, this truck is nothing but fun. Look at this. Yeah. Woo! Absolutely digging this. Oh man, one more time in the sand pit, shall we? Of course. On throttle. There we go. Nice. Woo! Woo, yeah! Oh, I'm just laughing so much because this thing is so much fun. But we gotta wrap this one up. We gotta get back to where we all started, or GMC's never gonna get their truck back. So I guess, like all good things must come to an end, I hope this was a good overall review of this AT4X. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another hot, sweaty kind of day here in sunny Clearwater, Florida. Definitely want to thank the whole GMC crew getting us access to this 2023 AT4X, the Canyon AT4X. Let me know what you think. Has GMC hit the nail on the head? Is it worth the price? It's quite a bit of cash, but is it the better mid-size truck over that upcoming Tacoma TRD Pro? Let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. But if you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. I'll come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Ladies Rides family. We got to give it up, Stephen Flood Photography. He still has a official signed poster of him and Bigfoot back when he was a kid at the original Monster Truck Jams. He's digging this truck. Show him some love in the comment section. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.